Morgan Ortagus joins us now. I want to raise this issue. Germany wants exemptions from any sanctions that might be imposed on the Russians. Where's the unity? President Biden says, Europe, total unity. But if the Germans are hanging out and not going to go along with sanctions because they're scared of their energy supplies being cut off, there is no unity.
You're right, Stu, and that is exactly the problem with the Biden administration greenlighting Nord Stream 2 that we sanctioned quite heavily in the Trump administration. Yeah. Listen, I think that we're on the brink of war today because of a weak president, right? Why did we not get ourselves involved militarily in stupid wars during the Trump administration? Because we had a strong president, and weak presidents are tested by the despots and rogue leaders around the world. So I think what you're seeing today is that President Biden and his team have consistently confused strengthening NATO with appeasing Germany. And listen, it makes no sense that they would want to make themselves more energy dependent on Russia, all while claiming that they want to strengthen NATO, that they want to strengthen the alliance. And so that's one of the reasons why it's incredibly difficult for Putin and the Russians to believe Biden's threats, because they know that some of the allies in the alliance, that there's no teeth behind his threats.
There's plenty of speculation, and that's all it is, but we're picking it up from Kiev in Ukraine, that Putin will not do anything in Ukraine until after the Olympics, because he doesn't want to mess up his ally Xi Jinping's Olympic performance. The most likely date, they say, this is speculation, for an invasion would be February the 23rd, 3 days after the Olympics end, and that is Russia's National Military Day.
And listen, there's a lot of logic to that argument. It's hard to know what Putin is going to do exactly, but he did invade after the Olympics at the end of the Bush administration when he invaded Georgia. So he does have a pattern of that behavior. Again, I think it's hard to predict exactly what he's going to do. But then the real question is, what does he do between now and the end of February if he doesn't invade? What concessions is he trying to get out of the Biden administration and out of the West? You know, what they should have been doing for the past year is exactly what President Trump did, which is he was a strong president. He sanctioned whenever he needed to. But, you know, this is how you get yourself into big wars, when you have weak leadership and when you have someone that rogue dictators think that they can roll all over.
Yeah. You do think that we're on the brink of war?
Listen, I certainly hope not. That's not something that any of us want, and Ukraine is not a NATO ally, so American troops should not get involved. But strengthening NATO is not about appeasing Germany or even the French, right? Strengthening NATO means taking the tough actions that President Trump took, demanding that they pay their fair share, and demanding that it's a real and a strong alliance that is credible in the face of threats from Russia or China.
Weakness can bring war. Got it. Morgan Ortagus. Well, I think that's the way it is. Morgan, thank you very much for joining us. We always appreciate it. Thanks a lot.
Thank you, Stu.